I want a door that belongs to me. I want a bed that belongs to me. I want to know when I climb into bed, I'll wake up in my own morning. A morning that really belongs to me. I want a floor that belongs to me. I want a chair that belongs to me. I want to know when I rock in that chair, I'll look up at my own ceiling. And oh, what a feeling it's gonna be. The golden hours waiting in a line. I can pick like flowers hanging on a vine. And on that day that belongs to me, I'll have a man that belongs to me, to share the door and the floor and the bed and the chair in my own morning, where every hour is golden, no one to whom I'm beholden, a morning that really belongs to me. The golden hours waiting in a line. I can pick like flowers hanging on a vine. And on that day that belongs to me, I'll have a man that belongs to me, to share the door and the floor and the bed and the chair and my own morning, where every hour is golden, no one to whom I'm beholden, a morning that really belongs to me, belongs to me, belongs to me.
Oh my God, welcome everyone to the 17th edition of Evenings dedicated to rare and inspiring songs, stories, and photos from underappreciated musicals. That was the amazing Taylor Iman Jones singing My Own Morning from Hallelujah Baby.
Hallelujah Baby opened on Broadway in 1967 with a book by Arthur Lawrence, music by Julie Stein, and lyrics by Betty Comden and Adolph Green. It was a civil rights musical that looked at 60 years of American race relations by following several characters from a southern plantation in the 1900s to New York in the 1960s. The concept was that the characters stayed the same age throughout to reveal the changing roles of Black Americans in society.
Hallelujah Baby was written for Lena Horne, but wound up starring Leslie Uggams, who received unanimous rave reviews. Yes, Leslie Uggams, wow, June June Jones.
June June Jones.
June June Jones. She played Georgina, an idealistic young Black woman torn between a white suitor and a Black suitor as she made her way in showbiz. The white suitor abhors racism, but doesn't feel they can openly be together until the world changes. The Black suitor starts out as a communist and becomes a civil rights leader. We're 5 minutes on stage, we're talking about communism. It's gonna be a crazy night. This role was played by Robert Hooks, who in real life co-founded the Negro Ensemble Company.
We We saw Georgina in a kitchen at the turn of the century, as her mama told her not to get any fancy ideas. As a dancer during the Depression, as part of political theater in the 1930s, singing for the USO during the war, and hitting nightclubs during the imminent civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s. Critics were polarized in their reactions. The Daily News wrote, "It is a stunning piece of show business. It has the best score Stein has written, a really original libretto by Lawrence, and splendidly polished lyrics by Comden and Green."
It's a Hirschfeld. Meanwhile, Women's Wear Daily wrote, "Although Arthur Lawrence's work has always been plagued by a facile interest in social causes, and Hallelujah Baby obviously does not end that plague, he probably knows more than any other playwright about the fluid needs of musical theater. Hashtag passive-aggressive reviews."
Which I'm sure there will be more tonight. A frequent critical complaint was that the show didn't use authentic Negro music. John Lahr thought the sound was too Broadway and not authentic enough to great black entertainment styles.
There's the creative team fighting.
That's like the most angry I've ever seen Comden and Green look.
Another complaint was that the authors were telling audiences what they already knew was obvious about discrimination and the black experience. The Village Voice accused Lawrence of typical Broadway liberalism. It walks boldly up to an important issue, then tiptoes quietly away. This critic ended his review, "For me, the chief value of Hallelujah Baby was to help me understand why so many Negroes don't like white liberals." Juji Joan!
We can have a longer conversation about how that's so true, maybe. But there were also many positive reviews. The Daily News said, "It has been a long time since I have seen as finely, carefully wrought a musical as Hallelujah Baby. And yet the show had a troubled preview period. A feature in the London Sunday Telegraph observed rehearsals at the Martin Beck. We'd now like to do a dramatic reading of an exchange that the journalist overheard between the creative team, transcribed verbatim. Julie's lost his overture.
He never brought it with him.
Here it is. No, it's not. This is goddamn sandwich wrapping.
Who eats those egg sandwiches and leaves the crust under the seats?
Julie's having a hemorrhage.
That's it. That's all it is.
Actual conversation.
That's the actual egg sandwich from the Martin Beck Theater. We think that was Comden and Green. We want to think it was, but it was someone on the creative team. One last interesting fact about Hallelujah Baby is that it's the only Best Musical to win the Tony Award when it was not running anymore at the time of its win. It won in 1968 over The Happy Time, How Now Dow Jones, and Ilya Darling. Crazily, the next season, the two main contenders for the Tony for Best Musical were 1776 and Hair. But Hair opened only 14 days into the season. So had it opened 2 weeks earlier, there's a chance it would have won Best Musical. It's like a crazy, these are the things that keep me up at night. It's like amazing. Amazing. I'm obsessed with that.